Hello. That was so stupid. I really want to slide into frame. Also, my hair is stupid long. I need a haircut. But welcome back. This is finally part 3 of my ranking every single DCOM from 97 to 2005. Why 2005? Well, like I said in other videos, that's when I stopped watching DCOMs. That's when I really stopped caring. And me personally, I think that's when they kind of started going downhill a little bit. A lot of people would disagree with me because the next year, that's when High School Musical came out. Personally, I'm not a fan of High School Musical. I said it. I'm sorry. I can't jive with that. But we're on the last part, and we have 19 movies to get through. So let's just get started. Coming in at number 1, we have You Wish. You Wish has a very overused plot. Basically, it's a kid wishes his little brother didn't exist. He wishes he didn't have a little brother. And it's just kind of meh. Like, it's very predictable. It's something, like I said, it's a very overused plot. The movie's okay, but it's super predictable. You can guess what's coming, like, from, like, 10 miles away. So I'm gonna give You Wish a C. Coming in at number 2, we have Right on Track. This movie I actually thought was a lot of fun. It's about 2 sisters who are also race car drivers. It stars a young Brie Larson, which is pretty cool. I think that's pretty rad. And overall, yeah, it was just fun. Like, I remember one scene that really just kind of stuck with me is when, I believe it's the older sister is getting her driver's license. And, like, she, like, blows the instructor. That. No. That sounded really bad. She impresses the tester. She is just a really good driver, and the tester is just like, yeah, you're great. Like, where'd you learn how to drive? Because she's a professional race car driver. It's really fun. I'm gonna give Right on Track a B. Coming in at number 3, we had the Even Stevens movie. If you didn't watch Even Stevens growing up, I'm sorry. But it's a really, really funny show. Like, it's seriously, like, actually funny. It's not just like, oh, it's funny for a kid show. Like, you can go back now as an adult. Maybe it's just nostalgia, but I've gone back and watched it and was like, oh yeah, this show is hilarious. Like, it's great. But yeah, the Even Stevens movie just felt like a really good progression of the show. Like, it didn't feel too out of place, like, for example, the Lizzie McGuire movie. It felt not like Lizzie McGuire. I mean, it did, but it didn't feel like Lizzie McGuire at the same time. The Even Stevens movie is basically just a very long episode of Even Stevens, which is great because it's a very funny show and it's a very funny movie. Very memorable, has a lot of great scenes in it. So I'm gonna give Even Stevens movie an A. Coming in at number 4 was one of my most anticipated movies growing up around this time, and that's $80 Million Cookoff. Why was it my most anticipated movie? I don't know. I remember seeing the commercials for it being like, oh, brand new Disney movie, and I was just super hyped for it. Like, I was like, oh, this is gonna be great. And it was. I had a really fun time with it. I was like, wow, this is awesome. So it's basically this kid, Eddie, who plays baseball. I don't know what I'm doing. But he plays baseball, and he joins a home ec class after, doing some cooking at home. Not very good cooking, but he signs his friends up for said home ec class. And he just really likes cooking, and it's just about his adventures, learning how to cook, and then he tries joining a cook-off. And the best part is, spoiler, he loses, which is exactly what should have happened. So it's one of those things where it's like, he doesn't, like, do this thing, becomes super well at it in a short period of time and wins. No, he loses, which is good. Like, it shows, like, hey, it's okay to lose. But it's a really fun movie. I still really enjoy it. I'm gonna give Eddie's $1 Million Cookoff an A. Coming in at number 5, we have the Cheetah Girls. This was just a little too girly for me, which makes sense, I guess. Not really. But it's just one of those movies that I just didn't really care about. Like, even back then, I was like, oh, cool, Cheetah Girls. Like, I don't really care about it. Which I know a lot of girls, like, around my age, they really liked it, and I can totally see why. But me, personally, not that big of a fan, but I can respect what it was doing. I'm gonna give it a C. Coming in at number 6, we have Full Court Miracle. This is another basketball movie from Disney, which I realized they did quite a few basketball movies. They have Lucky Irish, they have Full Court Miracle, and Double Team. So that's 3 movies. I'm sure there's a couple others if you include like High School Musical that has basketball. That's actually kind of weird. But Full Court Miracle, like I said, I thought it was pretty fun. I enjoy basketball, so I kind of enjoyed this one a little more probably than most people did. But it's about this kid named Alex who was also Max Keeble, and Max Keeble's big move. Great movie. It's funny. I digress. But this is he's just playing basketball. Yep. Basically what he does is he convinces a old basketball coach to teach their team because their team kind of sucks. And they start getting better. Obviously, things happen. Again, I'm not going to go into crazy detail, but I thought this movie was pretty fun. So I'm going to give this movie a B. Coming in at number 7, we have Pixel Perfect, which was a pretty unique movie. So this girl, Samantha, her band isn't really getting recognized, so she's like, we need like this cool like lead singer. And her dad's like this scientist dude, and she creates a lead singer that's a hologram, and then the hologram, obviously has to be real, goes to school, yada yada. But Samantha eventually becomes jealous of said hologram, who's getting more attention. Things ensue. It's a movie. I thought it was decent. I wasn't like the biggest fan. I really liked the concept, but just something about the execution I just wasn't a fan of. So I'm gonna give Pixel Perfect a C. You might really enjoy it. Like I said, for me, the execution was just kind of meh, and it kind of felt like The Other Me, but just not as good. I thought The Other Me was just a little bit better. At number 8, we have Going to the Mat. This is a wrestling movie. Pretty cool. Very unique. Disney didn't... I think it was the only wrestling movie Disney had. At least as far as DCOMs go. And it has Wayne Brady, and it has Andrew Lawrence. I really like Andrew Lawrence and Wayne Brady. They are both blind, and Andrew Lawrence's character is a drummer, and he's just trying new things. I'm pretty sure just at like a new school, and he tries wrestling. And he's like very cocky, very arrogant, and just kind of a dick. You know, he's just kind of mean to people. And it's really Wayne Brady's character. From what I remember, I haven't seen it in a little bit, but he basically has to be like, hey, you need to calm yourself down. It's just a really good movie. It has a lot of heart to it, and like I said, I just really enjoyed it. The acting is actually pretty good, so I'm gonna give it an A. Coming in at number 9, we have Xenon Z3. This is the 3rd Xenon movie and the last one. I thought this was pretty good. It sees the return of Raven Simone, which is cool. She wasn't in the sequel, but she was in the first one. So you got her, she's coming back, and like I said, this is a really good movie. For me, it's on par with all the other Xenon movies. Going back and watching them, I realized I didn't like them as much as I did when I was younger. If you would have asked me, even 10 years ago, I probably would have ranked them a little bit higher, but for me, all the Xenon movies are a B, but they're still really good. I know a lot of people really enjoy them, and I'm sure you will enjoy them a little bit more than I did, but for me, it's a B. Coming in at number 10, we are basically halfway done. Stuck in the Suburbs. This movie, I just didn't think it was that good. I feel like it's making it seem like I don't like movies with girls as the lead, but it's not true. I promise, it's not. This movie, I don't know, it's just kind of boring. It was just, these two girls, they get this pop singer's phone or PDA or something, and they just start messing with him to change his image and just to kind of mess with his life and stuff. I just thought it was just kind of meh from what I remember. I don't think this was on Disney Plus at the time of me trying to watch all these movies, so I don't remember too much about it. But I just remember when I first saw it, I just didn't like it. Like, I'm sorry, like I didn't. So I'm gonna give Stuck in the Suburbs a D. If you liked it, let me know. Coming in at number 11, we have Tiger Cruise. This movie is kind of like a hidden gem. It's one of those movies you probably don't remember at all, but it's good. And it takes place around 9/11, which was very recent. It was in just a couple of years of this happening. It's about this girl and her dad. Her dad's I believe a Navy captain of some sort, one of the higher rankings in the Navy. And it's just like the situation around the whole 9/11, like that's a big part of this movie. It's a very good and very solid movie. I would give it a B. I would definitely recommend checking it out. You might really enjoy it. Coming in at number 12, we have Halloween Town High. They should have stopped after after the second one, in my opinion. Halloween Town High was just not good. Like, compared to Halloween Town and Halloween Town 2, Calabar's Revenge, this movie was just like, eh. Like, the concept was unique. You know, you had the monsters being humans, trying to be in high school. But it was just kind of okay. Like, meh. Like, I didn't really enjoy it. I get why people might enjoy it, but Halloween Town High, I'm gonna give you a C. Coming in at number 13, we have Now You See It. Now You See It was a very fun movie. It's really good. I personally really enjoyed it. For one, Allie. I had a huge crush on Allie, because she's in it, from Allie and AJ. And from other shows, what's the show? Phil of the Future. Yes. But this movie is fantastic. If you like magic, I don't know why I paused there, but if you like magic, you'll most likely like this movie. It also has the vibe of Phantom of the Megaplex, which is really awesome. Like, it kind of has that same style. It has like the voiceover and it's very self-aware, which I really enjoyed. I thought it was a great movie. You might like it. It's actually a really good like Halloween movie that's not a Halloween type movie. I don't think it was marketed that way. It might have been, but it's really good. Like, if you want just like a cool, fun movie to watch around Halloween, that's not like your typical like Halloween Town or even Phantom of the Megaplex, check out Now You See It. I'm gonna give it an A. Coming in at number 14, we have Buffalo Dreams. This one I did not watch when I was younger, but when I was looking it up, I watched trailers of it, then I found a copy of it online that I could watch, and it was surprisingly really good. The acting, not so much, but I had to take some points away from that, even though a lot of the acting in these movies isn't the best, but that's to be expected. But this, it was just a little cheesy, but the message in this is really good. So it's about this kid who moves from, I believe, the East Coast over to like the Midwest, like Texas or Utah, something like that. And he befriends a Native American teen, I guess. And it's just like, they didn't like each other at first, and then the white boy, Whitey make white face. He really starts caring for the Native American culture and just kind of what's going on. And there's this huge buffalo horde that's gonna rampage the city, and he's just trying to help and like protect people. And it's just a really good movie. I'm explaining it really bad, but definitely check it out. I'm gonna give Buffalo Dreams a B. Next up, we have Kim Possible. So the drama. Kim Possible was an amazing cartoon. I love it. I think it's great. The movie was, again, it was just like an extension of the show, and it was really good. I really enjoyed it. I don't want to spoil any things, but Ron Stappable, you go boy. But it's a really fun movie. If you like Kim Possible, you'll like this movie. I would definitely recommend watching some Kim Possible before seeing this. I'm gonna give KP, so the drama, an A. Next up, we have Go Figure. This, ooh, I wanted to like it because it had like the elements of things that I enjoy. So it's about this girl who's into figure skating, and she meets like this coach, and she's like, "Hey, we're gonna train you in hockey." It just wasn't implemented. I don't know what I'm saying. It just wasn't executed that well, and it's just the acting was worse than normal. Like I said, this is when it started kind of going downhill. I personally wasn't the biggest fan. I thought it was okay. Going back and watching it, I'm like, I just felt bored. And it's like, maybe it's just from watching all these DCOMs. Maybe I just have higher expectations, or maybe I just remember them being way better than they were. But to Go Figure, I'm gonna give a C. It was okay, it was average. Next up, we have Life is Rough. Did not like this movie. Like, did not like it. It stars Kyle Massey, and he gets a dog. And he's like, yeah, I wanna train this dog, it's a huge dog, I don't remember what kind it is. But I wanna train it and do like one of those dog Olympic things, which I don't like those. It just wasn't good. I don't know, I just didn't have fun with it. Even back when I was a young person that Anakin Skywalker would have killed, I was just like, no, it's just not good. Like, I didn't like it. Like, I saw it once, I was like, yeah, I'm good. So I'm gonna give Life is Rough a D. Coming in at number 18, we had the Proud Family movie. I personally really enjoyed Proud Family. I thought it was a fantastic cartoon. And the movie, again, was a very good extension of the cartoon. I really enjoyed it. Just the acting, the voice acting's good. The characters are great. I know there's a remake, or is it just a continuation of the Proud Family on Disney Plus, I think. I haven't seen it yet, but this movie I really enjoyed. Like, that's something Disney did pretty well in like their somewhat early years, turning shows into movies. They just made it feel pretty natural. And I'm gonna get the Proud Family movie an A. Coming in at 19, the last movie. What movie is it? Before I throw my phone. We have Twitches, another really solid Halloween movie. It stars Tia and Tamara Mowry. They're witches that are twins. Makes sense. Twitches. I get it. I think there's a sequel too. I think so. This movie, I thought it was pretty good. I didn't really watch it that often. I remember when it first came out, obviously, you had to watch the latest DCOM when they came out, or else you'd be a loser, which I was anyways. But I digress. Twitches, I thought it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. There's definitely better Halloween movies out there, but it was still a really good movie, and I'm gonna give it a B. No more DCOMs for a while. I might watch Brink. Maybe I'll watch Look at Irish. I don't know. But that's gonna do it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this series. I do plan on doing more ranking list videos like this. Like, maybe I'll do ranking every 90s Nickelodeon show that came out. I feel like I can do that. I'm gonna do that. That's gonna be my next one. I'm gonna split it up from Nickelodeon and Nick Jr. I'll do them separate. Give them all rankings, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below, how would you have ranked these 19 movies? That being said, you guys rock. Stay rad. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.